So I think I've been doing this for the past 5, 6 years, something like that. This is kind of the weird thing I do. Because I think, like, as soon as it turned midnight on New Year's, the world's gonna change or explode or something like that. I wanted to, and I want to be here for it. So, I do this every year. It's like 11:55 p.m. Central Time. I have to specify that because everyone celebrates at midnight on Eastern Time. If that's the only time zone that matters, just because they have New York and the big ball and everything. I've been watching football the past 3 days. I think I've seen enough balls dropping between wide receivers and quarterbacks and stuff. But everyone jumps up and down about the ball on New Year's Eve and stuff. But it's Central Time because I live in Illinois, so that's cool. So I do like 5 minutes before, and then midnight happens, and everyone's all excited. And then 5 minutes after, if you hear the background, I got the dog and the bunny and the TV, because my dad went through Roku to find the ball dropping. So that was cool or something. So it's really weird because every year it's like, oh, Happy New Year's, like it's 11 o'clock. I'm so glad I don't live on the West Coast anymore because I was born out there. And it's like 9 o'clock there when everyone in New York jumping up and down. Wait. Yeah. So 12 o'clock New York, which means 9 o'clock in like Oregon, where I was born, or California, those kind of places. So must be real weird. So you want to come say hi? So there you go. Say hi. You have any New Year's resolutions, girl? Other than to lick me and get more belly rubs next year? Is that what you want? Okay. Well, she's learning on talking. Okay. One year we'll get there. This year might not be the year. Next year might not be the year. But we'll get there eventually. And she continued to lick my ouch. Okay. You don't have to scratch me too. But literally tonight has been interesting. I'm always doing something different on one of these. One year was Solar, who I've had her for 5 years and kind of crazy, but. One year it was her and my brother and I in my room where I am now doing crazy stuff. Last year it was my mom and I in a hotel room because my dad was just kind of in the background sleeping. Did I go down? I don't think I've ever been down the basement. Could I record all my videos in the basement? I don't think I was in the basement this year. One year I was standing at the dining room table with my mom and I watching on my phone because we don't have cable. So yeah, in a couple of minutes, like 2 minutes, my dad's gonna say Happy New Year's on the TV or something, or the TV gonna say Happy New Year and he's gonna say it, and then we're gonna get all happy again, and it's like, oh, yeah, we've been here for an hour. We did we did all this celebrate an hour ago, and it's like, oh, because we went to a New Year's Eve party, and that was fun. My first time I remember going to one. It started at 6, and we didn't leave until like 10:30, and I thought it was legit going to go until midnight. We were all gonna be in the guest, or we were the guests, be in the host dining room or living room and watch the ball drop. But everyone's like old and adults, and they all bailed at like 9:30. I'm like, well, I guess we better leave too. So then I just been at my house since 10:30 or maybe 10:45, and it's like, what am I supposed to do now? So now I've been typing out thank you messages for the past 30 minutes. Okay, and by thank you message, I got this from my friend Greg last year, where essentially you just kind of send it to your friends or your family or people that meant a lot to you during the past year, and just give me like, hey, thanks for being there and talking to me and XYZ or whatever. So he started out last year, so I'm sending him one along with a bunch of other people. So legit, if you don't want to move, so I can see my phone and see what time it is, because I feel like I'm just kind of rambling at this point. We're just kind of talking and chilling, and you're on my pillow. Why are you on my pillow? I mean, I can't lay down anyway because like that involves sleeping, but you're just on my pillow. Please move. Do you want to move? You don't want to move. Okay, well, let's go see what the bunny wants for New Year's. This is Rosie. We had one named Rowan, but he died like a year and a half ago. Rosie. There you are, girl. You have any New Year's resolutions? Rosie? Rosie? Okay, she's not talking much. We're going to get these animals to talk, okay? One of these years, they're going to talk. I guarantee it. But, yeah, very kind of chill New Year's Eve. It's kind of like the other day I talked about how, like, Christmas doesn't seem as exciting anymore when you're an adult. I feel like New Year's kind of the same. It's like, oh, it's midnight. I stay to midnight all the time, and nothing ever happens. So, yeah, that's about all my life. And I can't find my phone. Tell me, I feel like it's midnight. I've been talking for a good while, and now my parents are gonna start screaming and causing a ruckus. Genuinely, where'd my phone go? I guess we'll never know what time it is. Oh, I got this tablet over here. Let's see if it is officially 12 o'clock. His Solar is sniffing my socks. Why are you sniffing my socks? They don't smell good, I guarantee that. I wore these socks yesterday as well as today. And technically it's tomorrow's too. Stop smelling my socks. These are 3 days. Oh, it's 59. It is literally 59 according to this tablet. So that's cool. Less than a minute. And then it's going to be sunshine and rainbows and more debt and depression and taxes, way more taxes and okay then. Do we get a pay raise? The pay system go up by $1? Cause I know like for the past handful of years, like minimum wage went from like $10 to $11 an hour to $12 an hour to $13 an hour. Like the pay grade, the minimum wage go up more to what I made 15 this year to go to 16. That'd be nice. That's the only good thing about the new year. Like I said, more death and taxes and death and debt and death and he's counting. Even though my tablet already says it's a thing, and he's counting down. You can clear him in the background. Look at the big mouth. And he's counting, and he's counting. And someone's already called. Who is calling us right at midnight? Oh, my brother is calling straight at midnight with like 3 seconds to go. And now they're yelling on the TV and stuff.
We called it 59 seconds.
That was, he must have timed that. That was too funny. It's like my dad was counting down. My brother calls the phone.
I can go to bed now.
You're going to bed? Okay, well, then you heard what my dad gonna do. It's been New Year's for an hour. It was New Year in Australia a while ago. In New Zealand. And other places that are on different time zones. But it's only 11 o'clock in Colorado and it's only 10 o'clock in California. But, yay. Happy New Year's. Or whatever. Now we just kind of hang out for the next 5 minutes and do the same thing I was doing last year, which is more talking. So that's cool. Running my mouth. Let's see. New Year's resolution. Could everyone talk about those? Solar, I swear. Okay, she's doing the same thing she did last year. Do animals notice? That's my question. Solar, do you notice it's a new year? Do you literally have any clue that it's a new year? Nope, still wrecking me. You were doing that literally 2 minutes ago when it was last year. Okay, so you're the exact same. Or you just went outside. Is that what you want? You want back outside? Oh, whatever. But I have this app on my phone called Pacer, and it basically tracks steps. And I saw someone say it the other day where they were going to see how many days they can hit their step goal. My step goal is at 10,000. That's just kind of what the app came with when I got it. So we'll see how many days I can hit down the road. It might involve walking on the treadmill, but when I go back to college, the campus is pretty big, so I can just walk around there. The to and from classes, I usually hit it pretty easy, or get like somewhat close. I'm just like walking to and from classes. But on days where I don't have class or anything, it's gonna take a little bit to walk. I have to like make time to do some walking and get it, but we'll see how long that sticks. Like, it's not something I have to do. It's just like, yeah, it'd be nice. But other than that, I don't really have any like mega goals or like thing to do. And I'm still a little bit sick, so that's cool. And then again, starting this year sick, cause I've been eating cough shot the past couple of days, so I've been like sick, like last year into this year technically, and Does it feel like much of a difference? No. Although the only thing that feels different is like so technically yesterday, it's like, oh, I have a little bit of time until school, and now the calendar flipped and we're officially in January. Like, oh, I have school in 2 weeks. Like, I'm gonna be back doing homework and stuff in a couple days. Like, oh, that's fantastic. Other than that, it feels about the exact same. I genuinely lost my phone. Oh, it just talked. Where'd you go? What? Where'd you go? I genuinely am just trying to check the time. That's what I've been trying to do for the past 10 minutes. And it's talking. It's not telling me where it is, but whatever. It's officially midnight. So, now we just kind of chill and hang out at 12:04. So it's been about 10 minutes. I usually do like 5 minutes before the ball drops. 5 minutes after I started, like a minute and a half early, just because I had nothing to do. I was just sitting here on my bed. But I feel like this is pretty good. I just do this every year, so it's a kind of just a tradition to record the last 5 minutes of the year, the first 5 minutes of the new year. Are they doing some kind of music performance on the TV? I genuinely couldn't tell you. But final question: where do they drop the ball out in like Central Time Zone? Because everyone drops it in New York. Because I know they don't. Imagine, imagine for every time zone they drop the ball and then they raise it back up and drop it again for the next time zone, and they do that literally 24 different times for every single time. I know they don't do that, but like, where for Central Time do they do it? Could like Iowa Central Time. There's parts of Indiana on Central Time, but there's part of Indiana's on Eastern Time. Illinois, where I live, is Central Time. Wisconsin, I think, is Central Time. I'm terrible with geography, so I can't tell you whatever places are on Central Time, but I know there's other places. I can only think of Eastern right now. Like Florida's Eastern. I think Kentucky's Eastern. Tennessee, is that Central? I genuinely couldn't tell you. Ohio? I don't know. A lot of the Midwest states are on Central Time. So where do they drop the ball at is my question. But yeah, that's the last thing I'm kind of pondering here. Not much change. Everything kind of the same. And Happy New Year's or something? I don't really know.